Welcome to Out of the World. We're on a new world trip, and after Australia and Vanuatu, we just landed in Fiji. And we went straight to paradise, because this here is the Yasawa Islands. In Australia, we concluded our road trip in the Northern Territory. From Darwin, we flew to Vanuatu, a pure and untouched paradise. Now we continue to the next Pacific adventure.
It's pizza time! Oh, it's really early in the morning and we just came to Fiji last night and we slept at the same homestay as the last time because we slept here when we were going from Australia to Vanuatu and now from Vanuatu to the Yasawa Islands in Fiji. So we even had the same pizza. It's nice to be back.
It was a half an hour by taxi in the early morning and we arrived at the docks to get on this sea bus ferry that takes us to the Yasawa Islands in 4 hours. On the rough sea, but it's a nice boat, guys. From the boat we see civilization disappearing to the horizon as we sail into an endless water world. From the boat we spot several dolphins. We're here, guys, Yasawa Island. It took us 4 hours, it was some rough sea on the way. Some people got sick, but fortunately not us. So, what do you think of this paradise? When the boat stops, it seems that all islands have sent their men out for a pickup and a warm welcome. Even more remotely, this is our new home away from home. A welcome drink. Welcome to paradise. We spent our days on the Yasawa Islands on a small island called Tavewa. And this is the Coral View Island Resort, where the cottages are right next to the beach and the beautiful underwater world. It's the perfect getaway from daily life to really clear your mind. Because there are no villages, no restaurants nearby, so we even have all the meals included. And we can just relax next to the beach for a whole week. From the sky we see the beauty of these islands. In total, the Yasawa Islands are just 135 square kilometers. After the famous mutiny of the Bounty ship in 1789, Captain William Bligh ended up here. The United States later had outposts here in World War II. And after such an impressive history, it's now the ultimate holiday destination. So I wanted to give you my first impression of the Yasawa Islands. Never been here before, saw this water, we climbed the shore, we got our welcome drink, got our lunch served straight away, and then they brought us to our little cabin, which is this one just behind me right near the beach. So yes, my first impression is, wow, this is paradise. These cabins are basic but beautiful and completely in Fijian style. The Yasawa Islands are situated about 80 kilometers from the main island of Viti Levu in the northwest. On these 20 islands live only about 2,000 people. And because on every island are only 1 or 2 small resorts, it actually feels like you're on an uninhabited island. We see how important music is here. When it's time for lunch, or when a guest leaves the island. But luckily not us yet. Over the decades that I was traveling, I often meet people and then I ask them what was the best natural sight that you saw, or the most beautiful waterfall, and in this case, the most beautiful snorkeling spot. And the people often said, Yasawa Islands, Fiji. So I remembered that and now we are there. So I got my fins, I got my snorkeling gear and my GoPro, and it's time to see the best coral here in all of Fiji. That's what they say. The coral is, as expected, insanely vibrant and colorful. But then you walk on by, and I knew what I had to do. The way you're moving, the way you're shining, everybody's watching you. I wanna make you mine. The way you're looking, the way you're smiling, it's like you put a spell on me. You're always on my mind. I meet this friendly turtle and we hang around a bit. I've been looking now for somebody just like you, but then you walk on by and I knew what I had to do. Wow, guys, that was so beautiful. I'm exhausted because there's a lot of current here, but the colors. The coral and the soft coral and all the fish. It's really one big coral garden here, really nice. I'm gonna hang these up somewhere and grab a beer. But first we get a nice presentation of the use of coconuts for the milk and also for making tools and baskets. Okay guys, I found the cutest gecko in the world. It's here on this little dish. Just by our cottage there's this little pathway that goes to the back of the resort, but as it turns out also to the other side of the island. So there are like two hills, and between that there's this little mountain pass, and you can walk in 15 minutes to another beautiful beach. We're gonna do some exploring today to see the other side of this island. And it's all uninhabited, so you feel like the first explorer here.
The nature is overwhelming, and we end up at this Bounty beach, quite literally knowing the history of the MS Bounty on these islands. Walking around here is insane, though Jens seems to be very used to it by now. At the end of Tavewa we look out over the neighboring island Nakula Levu. Those on the left there are Nakula Island and Turtle Island.
The funny thing actually about this beach on the other side is we can only walk here at low tide because this will all be underwater in a couple of hours. So we have to be back by then too.
These crabs don't seem to mind the upcoming tide though. Walking back, we spot some goats. And this little monkey. The next morning we see how the shipping of materials is done here the fast way. And we take a boat to another island.
The island that we stay at, called Tavewa Island, is kind of small, and we saw it all in a few days. So it really pays off to make a little boat trip and go to the next island just across the water. It's called Nakula Island, and over here we find the Blue Lagoon. And they didn't lie choosing that name, because look at the waters. Gonna do some snorkeling, fly with the drone. This is paradise again.
This island is very green and has lots of lakes and mangrove forests. What an incredibly beautiful world this is.
I walked around a bit and this place is really Robinson Crusoe shit. When you look around, there's nothing else than just the beach, the water, nature. Oh, and coconuts.
And there is this banded snake eel, looking like a snake, but it's actually a harmless fish.
That's it for today's episode. Unfortunately, our week in paradise has come to an end, and this place was truly amazing. Now the boat's gonna pick us up. We're going back to the mainland, where the adventure continues. I'll see you over there.
So now time for our goodbye song. And dance. Two friends there say goodbye from another island as we sail through the rough ocean back to society. But we explore the Fijian culture and see a lot more of this incredible country. Subscribe and we'll see you there. Ciao!